Hi YouTube, it's Amy from Amy Fat Free. I'm looking haggard and super tired, um, and ill prepared. It's late and it's been a while since I've updated, but nothing bad. I'm not tired for anything but other good stuff. It's lots of family summer fun. So, I think the last time I weighed in was on August 10th, and I weighed 243.6 pounds. Um, so I weighed in 2 days late. Yes, my weighed in 2 days late. So it was last week on 8/19. I weighed 242.6 pounds, which was a whole grand total of loss of 1 pound for the week. And this week I weighed in on August 24th, 240.0 pounds. So that was a minus 2.6 pound loss for the week. Brings my grand total to exactly 76 pounds lost, 26 pre-op and 50 pounds post-op. So that is awesome. And I love my spreadsheet. Anyhow, so that's awesome and wonderful, and I'm very happy with all those results. I'm really too tired to think, and I can't remember anything except for maybe to go to bed tonight. I had my 3-month post-op surgical appointment at the Bariatric Surgery Center at Alta Bates. I actually got to see my surgeon, who's adorable and wonderful, and blah, blah, blah. It was great. They were very happy with my success so far, my progression thus far. I did ask him, there were so many questions I wanted to ask him, but I never wrote them down. My bad, and I couldn't remember half of them sitting there. So the one I did remember was to ask him about the malabsorption and how long malabsorption lasts, or is it in fact true that our intestines, for those people who've had gastric bypass, Roux-en-Y, that at a certain point, part of the mechanism that works for the gastric bypass is that there's a malabsorptive factor in it, because you bypass, a certain portion of your intestines. He said, yes, your body does adapt at different for different people. It could be, in a certain time frame, anywhere from a year to 2 years. But that our bodies do adapt to the malabsorptive component, except there are a few things our body will never adapt to because no other part of the intestine is capable of adapting to that, and that's the B12 and calcium. So I was, pleasantly surprised. I wasn't pleasantly surprised. It was interesting to know that. So my conclusion is that's why they call this the honeymoon period, because this is the time where you have that malabsorptive working in your behalf, and you can use that in order to change your habits and behaviors to make yourself successful not only now, why it's not easier, but you have more tools to work with, and then once your body becomes adaptive to that malabsorptive fact, and it understands that this is its new routing system, this is the new way it's going to behave, this is permanent, you will have already changed the habits and the eating and all that, hopefully sustain yourself and the weight loss past the adaptive point. So that's very interesting, and I think that they should really tell people that, like, first off. I don't know. It's good information to have right away. And I know that there's, post-op people who are several years out who may not know that information or may have never thought to ask that information. And I didn't, except for somebody asked me. So what's your malabsorptive rate and how long does, well, I can't even remember the question, but then it got it in my head and I started looking it up. In 5 minutes of blathering nothing. Anyhow, so I thought I'd share that piece of information with everybody. Like that. So I'll put that in my piggy bank and save it for a rainy day. There are other things I really want to talk about. I'm exhausted though. I had a crossover of family vacations or family fun. I went on a lake trip, which I go on every year with my sister and her family and my brother and his family. And we all go together. And, sorry, there's somebody honking their horn at 10:15 at night down the street. It's crazy. Anyways, I go with my sister's family and my brother's family. We go to a lake and we have a lake trip. I was really hoping I would have had a picture of this, but I didn't because I really wanted to label it things you can do after gastric bypass, or things I've been able to do after gastric bypass. And I'm only 76 pounds down, which is awesome, but here's hoping I'm losing more and it'll be even easier the next time I try this. They go to the lake, our families go to the lake, and their big thing is wakeboarding. I've never been able to wakeboard. I've been too big to wakeboard to even think about it. And I said to my sister, I'm guessing that I said it to my sister first or my brother, and, my dear brother-in-law overheard or something, that I said, I really want to try it, but I think I'm going to have to wait till next year when I'm a little bit lighter. And I said 70 pounds is nothing to sneeze at, but I'm still pretty, I'm big, it'll probably be hard. Got to pull up your own body weight. And my dear brother-in-law, he said to me, you're trying today. And I was like, I am? And he's, yeah, you're trying today. And I was like, that's just a little push I needed, and I got in and I tried. I didn't get up, but I tried, and I was capable of trying. And when I get a picture, because I was in the water, so I didn't take a picture, so when I get a picture from someone else, I will put it in here just to show people. Wow. Anyhow, and so I finished that trip. Came back, and my brother was here for 2 more days. Then I got to see him again, because he lives in Southern California, and my sister lives more central northern, and I live in Northern California. So my husband's sister and her kids drove down from Washington to spend 2 weeks here, which I am in the middle of that family stuff. And lots of going here, going there, doing things for my daughter and to spend time with her cousins, and me to spend time with family. So I'm just really exhausted because every day it's something, some family fun. Anyhow, don't my eyes look exhausted? I need toothpicks. Hello. There are other things, and I can't think of them right now. Oh, I know. I was chasing after kids in a park, and guess what I did? I sprained my ankle. And I thought, I walked off a little bit, but it hurt, so I went home, iced it, kept it up. But I went immediately the next day to do some family stuff and spent a whole day at an amusement park for little kids, and the next day at the Monterey Bay Aquarium, and every day after that doing something. And then last Friday, I finally went to my primary care physician for another reason, and I told her, hey, could you just look at my ankle? I'm here, could you just look at it? And she goes, oh yeah, let's send you for x-rays. And they called me and said, you have a chipped bone in your ankle. Now, I'm not entirely sure if I believe that, only because I had a chipped bone in my ankle once before. I can't remember what ankle it was because I was like 10. But I have an appointment with an ankle specialist tomorrow. It's funny. I told my family. It's funny, I tried wakeboarding, and the only thing that happened to me there was a massive bruise on my stomach from trying to lift my body up into the boat, but that was nothing. And then I go playing with games and I wind up with a sprained ankle. Anyhow, I just thought that was funny. I think it's funny, and I haven't been able to work out for like 3 weeks because I've been doing stuff. So my workout has been keeping up with family and kids. And I actually really can't wait to go back to workout because at least I know how long the workout lasts. And my doctor was very happy I was doing yoga. He said, that's pretty good. That's a good workout. And I said, yeah, it is. I'm sore. It's 10.5 minutes. Thank you for watching. Thank you, everybody who supports me, even after I haven't been on for 2 weeks. And I have some massive catching up on videos. I've only caught, a few here and there. So I feel a little out of touch with the community. So as soon as things calm down and go back to normal, I will be non-stop, especially working out, listening to videos. So anyways, now it's 11 minutes. Thank you very much to everybody. Best wishes to all. And I will be commenting soon. Bye.